everybody, John12 back here again with another video, and I'm here with some more DC movie topics. I just recently did a video talking about Chris Pine, first look at Steve Trevor for the Wonder Woman film. If you're interested in that, please go check out that video on my channel. With that being said, I'm moving off the Wonder Woman movie and going into the world of Aquaman, the king of Atlantis, the king of the seven seas, all that awesome stuff. Now, apparently this happened a couple days ago, and I originally wasn't going to talk about it because it didn't feel like anything interesting, because the only thing that happened was Warner Brothers got a new writer. That's pretty much it. It's nothing like really amazing. We didn't see any casting news. We didn't see like some kind of set image of Jason Momoa as Aquaman, kind of similar to the images that Zack Snyder gave us for like that poster, the Seven, or set shit like that. So I don't know, I was like, whatever about it. But you know what? I decided to sit down and talk about it. And if you're wondering what the news is, if you have not been reading or keeping up with your DC Extended Universe content, which I hope you have, essentially, according to the Hollywood Reporter, Warner Brothers was not happy with the various screenwritings that certain writers that they signed on to create the Aquaman movie like a year ago. Because if you remember, back in 2014, if I'm not mistaken, Warner Brothers got a shit ton of writers, and they put them in a ring, and they said, fight, and then they just started writing, and I guess they all died, because nothing came out of it. So, essentially, they decided to bring in a new writer to come in and write this film, because you know what? We're getting very close to Batman v Superman being released. I mean, we're just like that little bit away, and then after that, Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman starts production right now, and on top of all that, Justice League starts production earlier next year. So shit's going down, so they need to fucking get their fucking game together. So Hollywood Reporter says Warner Brothers got this new guy called David Leslie Johnson to write the Aquaman movie. Now, I really did not know who this guy was. Apparently, to my surprise, he's done a lot of fucking stuff. But, however, the various things that he's notable for writing aren't really that amazing. Now, number one, he wrote the sequel to Clash of the Titans, the terrible reboot, crappy CGI bullshit, Wrath of the Titans, and he also wrote Red Riding Hood and other shit that I'm not really going to get into because it's unimportant. So, yeah, Wrath of the Titans and Red Riding Hood. Now, I've never seen Red Riding Hood, but everybody says it sucks, so there you go. And Wrath of the Titans I have seen because I was like one of those many idiots who saw the trailer and was like, yeah, they had Marilyn Manson music, it's gonna be better. No, fuckhead, no, it was not better. The CGI was not better. The story was not better. That fucker, Sam what's-his-face, was not better. It just was not a better sequel. However, I will give this guy credit because he is going to be writing the Conjuring sequel, The Conjuring 2, which, of course, Aquaman director James Wan is going to be directing his story for Conjuring 2. So there is some kind of glimmer of hope here that he could write an amazing screenplay for this film, because aside from Wonder Woman and The Flash, Aquaman is one of the number one solo freaking DC Extended Universe movies that I cannot wait to see. Of course, with the exception of Wonder Woman, The Flash, and the Batman solo film that I hope Ben Affleck directs, but we don't know about that yet. I want to see this film. I want it to be good. I want it to be awesome. Aquaman is one of my many favorite DC Universe characters. Jason Momoa is an awesome, badass dude. The image that that Zack Snyder showed us was awesome. I wanted to see more of that. I know a lot of hardcore fans did not because they don't like it. But what are you going to do? It's a done deal. Get over it. But yeah, this guy coming in to write this movie, I have no faith in it because it's the same thing with the Flash thing. Like the Seth Grahame-Smith, if I'm remembering his name correctly, like it's the same situation with him. Like he's untapped potential. Like I get it, DC is trying to go for like a Marvel thing where like when Marvel got the Russell brothers or James Gunn to direct their fucking Marvel films, they were kind of untapped potential as well because they never really made a movie of that magnitude, and they did an amazing job. However, unlike the Russo brothers or James Gunn, these guys don't really have the same gravitas is like the wrong way to say it, but like the work. Like James Gunn has been working his ass off for years to make, awesome content, and the Russell brothers as well. They've been fucking working very hard to get where they were, and they made awesome movies like The Winter Soldier and Guardians. Could the same thing happen here? Of course. Seth Grahame-Smith has never really directed like a legitimate big budget superhero movie, but he could do good. It could happen. And David Leslie Johnson is writing a big superhero movie. However, the comparison changes because he has wrote big over-the-top, big-budget movies like Wrath of the Titans or Red Riding Hood, and they did not come out great. And a lot of people could say, oh, fuck, it was because the actors sucked or the direction sucked. But at the end of the day, amongst all those other great points, it all starts with the story. And if the story sucks and you can't work with it, then, everything's going to suck. So I really have big hesitations for this, kind of similar to my hesitations for Seth Grahame-Smith directing the solo Flash movie, because after Grant Gustin and CW killing it over there with the Flash and CW, Warner Brothers needs to fucking do some hardcore epic boss shit to fucking make the Flash movie awesome. And Aquaman, this is his first legitimate movie to make him feel like a badass and not have everybody hate him that like they already do and continuously make jokes about him on Robot Chicken and shit like that. So I really don't know where this movie could go. It could go... I'm going to say the same thing I said when it came to the Flash movie getting a director. One of two things are going to happen with this solo Aquaman movie. It's either going to be a major flop or it's going to be a sleeper hit. That's the only thing I can really say. That's the only thing. Money-wise is, disregarding that. I'm talking about just, critical reception and fan reception, audience reception, stuff like that. It's either going to be a flop or it's going to be a sleeper hit. I hope it's a hit because I like Aquaman, I like Jason Momoa, I love fucking James Wan, so that's a combination of awesome. But this writer coming in, I don't know if it could work. I guess we're going to have to wait and see how Conjuring 2 works out and see how James Wan directs his bullshit and see if it's awesome. But that being said, I don't know what to say. Let me know what you personally think in the comments section below. Do you like this news? Do you think it's awesome? Do you think he's the right writer to freaking come on to write the screenplay and script for freaking the Aquaman solo movie? Or do you think they should just get a new writer and be done with it? Let me know your personal thoughts about it in the comments section below. But that being said, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, @Jonch12. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And this has been Jonch12.